The more mountainous parts of Italy have previously offered inspiration to those hard-working marketeers responsible for naming new models, but it has been a while since the muse struck. The Ford Cortina and the Triumph Dolomite, however, have been joined by a new Italian in the shape of the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, an SUV named after Italy's highest and most famous Alpine pass. We finally got to find out how appropriate the association is. This should have happened sooner. Alfa wanted to hold the first press launch of the Stelvio on a route including the 45-foot-high Passo dello Stelvio earlier this year, but unseasonably late snow nixed the plan. In the meantime, we drove the US Spec Stelvios in Tennessee. Now, this later drive is a chance to get acquainted with the more obscure members of the model range behind the wheel of both the lower-powered version of the 2.0-liter gasoline engine and the 2.1-liter diesel, neither of which is offered in the United States. Environmental beauty, and mountains too. The Stelvio Pass's position at the edge of Italy, nestled up against both Austria and Switzerland, means that getting there is always the biggest component of any road trip involving the location. We picked up the cars in Milan, meaning a 3-hour trip along both the Autostrada freeway and the smaller roads that ultimately carry us to Bormio, a small mountain town that guards the southern end of the pass. It's an excellent chance to experience the 178 horsepower diesel inline four that powers the rear-wheel drive entry-level model in Europe. At 2143 cubic centimeters, this engine displaces 2.1 liters, but Alfa markets it as a 2.2-liter. This uses the same aluminum block and head, direct injected engine that powers most Europe market versions of the Giulia sedan, although the Stelvio doesn't offer the sedan's manual gearbox, instead coming with an 8-speed automatic as standard equipment. As you'd expect, this engine is a slugger rather than a sprinter, with the most telling statistic being the 332 pounds-ft torque peak arriving at just 1750 RPMs.